Assalamu alaikum class. This lecture is about chapter growth and development, topic stages of development of chick. As in previous lecture, I describe you a summary of whole development of chick. In today's lecture, we will discuss it in detail. If you want to get clear concept, please review the previous lecture also. I will add its link in description box. The first developmental stage of chick is cleavage. According to the definition of your book, cleavage is actually the division of cell in embryonic stage. It means that one cell is actually divided into two cells, and that two cells is divided into four, and that four cells is divided into eight, and so on. This is called cleavage. And in this stage, this is discoidal cleavage. Now, a new term I use, discoidal. Basically, there are two types of cleavage. Number one is discoidal cleavage and number second is holoblastic cleavage. There are few types of egg that have small yolk, small amount of yolk in them. There the whole cell divide into two parts, as you can see here. This is called holoblastic cleavage. But there are some type of eggs that have large yolk, large amount of yolk. In that case, only a small portion will divide into two, then four, and so on. This is called discoidal cleavage. And in the case of chick, the discoidal cleavage, or we can also say that its name is meroblastic cleavage, occur in it. And the portion, the smallest portion where cleavage occur, that portion is called blastodisc, where the cell is confined only a small part of cytoplasm. Now the next thing is, the first two cleavage is vertical. It means that the first cleavage is divided like this, the second cleavage is also divided like this. So these both cleavages are vertical. You can take it as an example of apple when you cut it vertically into four pieces. And the third cleavage is horizontal. Means to say that cut horizontally like this. And then so on. The irregular cleavage will occur. So first three you have to learn, only remember first three cleavages. The first two is vertical, the third one is horizontal for your board exams. Other than that, all other cleavages are irregular and number of cleavages will occur until a compact mass of cell will form. That compact mass is called morula. Here, a large number of cells will form and these cells are called blastomere. So now here each cell, as you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on, these cells are called blastomere. And listen to me, the whole process is occur only this disc, this blastodisc that is present on the yolk, as I discussed you here. So the first stage is cleavage and second stage is morula. Now here comes third stage. The third stage is about blastula, where the cell move from the center and create a cavity. That cavity is called blastocele and this stage is called blastula. As you can see here, the cells move from the center toward the side and create a cavity. This cavity is called blastocele. Now there is a discoidal cap of cell. As you can see here, this is a discoidal cap of the cell that emerge out of the yolk. This cap of the cell above the blastocele is called blastoderm. Now we will discuss the whole division in this cap. As you can see here, this cap that come out from the cleavage, that emerge out from the yolk. So now we will discuss the whole division only on this cap. As you can see here, this cap I draw here. The sides where it attached to the yolk, these sides are called zone of junction or marginal area. After the stage of blastula, the fourth one stage comes, that is called gastrula or gastrulation. As you can see here in gastrula, the process of implant blastula form germ layers. Here, three germs layer means ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm will form in this stage. During gastrulation, the blastoderm is split into two layers. Number one is called epiblast, number second is called hypoblast. In future, this epiblast will form ectoderm and mesoderm, and this hypoblast will form endoderm. Now in your book, there is a term area opaca and area pellucida used. The fluid that is present in the center of this cavity, that is called area pellucida, and the fluid that is present at these sides, that is called area opaca. Through area pellucida, the light can transmit, and through area opaca, the light cannot transmit. So this is a concept that is present in your book. We will discuss in our next lecture. We will discuss about notochord and mesoderm formation and neurulation. Hope so you understand this lecture. If you have any question regarding this lecture, please ask in comment section. Thank you.
Please like and subscribe this channel on YouTube. Thank you.